You've been pretty open about, going to therapy and,
Mhm.
and dealing with grief. What advice would you give to people who are experiencing grief? Because we're all going to experience it at some point.
Grief it's such a, I think, underrepresented emotion in terms of things that people deal with daily. Grief is so hard because something bad happens, and I'll speak for myself. I'm going through a hard time. I want to talk to my Nana. I'm having a great time. I want to share that with my Nana. So grief is something that no matter what you're going through, it's almost just like a shadow, and you kind of learn to do two things at one time. Like, oh, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm heartbroken that she's not here. Or, and you kind of learn to walk through life with that over your shoulder all the time. You almost like hold grief's hand and it just walks with you. It just goes everywhere that you go. And I think for people dealing with it, for me, therapy is very important. Having people to talk to, getting those thoughts out there. I'm a big fan of meditation. I've had the same therapist for a few years now, and I do think that the vulnerability and the openness and willingness to talk to someone about it is really important, because I think grief is different for so many people. And so figuring out how you can live your life alongside your grief is really important. And like I said, it's different for everybody. So I do think it is, it's a hard something I deal with every day.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me.